So I'm a firm, faithful charter member of the Me Party. I operate from a principle of knowing where my moral compass points, knowing where its true north is, and following that at all times, regardless of party and meaningless labels. And we'll get into all of it later. It's unbelievably frustrating to be part of something that is such an utter and complete joke, not only internally, but to the rest of the world. Got a tweet from Roy, who said, "Can I launch my presidential campaign on your show? I'm running as an independent Jedi." Yeah. Hashtag, I want to be like the cool kids. It really is kind of a matter of that in this day and age. It's gotten so absolutely ridiculous, but we'll get into it a little bit later on. Funkhouser, news, please. A, how are you? B, what is going on in the world?
From column A, I'm taking my sister to see Chris Brown this Friday night at the iHeartRadio Theater.
Oh.
It'll be a little intimate show. Hopefully not too intimate.
Hopefully, well, I mean,
because of Chris Brown and my sister, but
I mean, if you bring I think basically it's a calculated risk. If you bring a female within 500 feet of Chris Brown, you have to be prepared for the eventuality that he's going to use her face like a speed bag. So as long as you and your sister are both okay with that, then I guess there's nothing I can do to. I don't know. Can you just shout mean things at him from the side of the stage?
If I did, he would definitely hear it.
So
I don't know.
You suck, Chris Brown. You should be getting prison raped every day.
How many
prison rape?
Depends on how many expletives he uses
Sorry,
during his. It depends on how many expletives he uses during his performance, because it's a work thing for me, and I have to bleep afterwards.
Oh yeah.
So if he's going into the multiple use of the words we can't say, then yes, I'm going to stand up and say something.
Yeah, I forgot you're there in a work capacity. That means you can't shout out the things that I would have you shout out if you were within shouting distance of Chris Brown. Namely, why'd you block AD on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
On Twitter.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a proud moment to know that I got under his skin enough to... Do you remember the incident that got me blocked?
Yeah, but you should tell him again here.
It could have been the cumulative effect of a bunch of relentless Chris Brown trolling on Twitter, suggesting that he should not be walking the streets getting money and Grammys. He should, in fact, be in prison getting prison raped repeatedly by someone called Bubba. The straw that appeared to break the camel's back was when he had, he has this... I hate him for a number of reasons, not least of which is the fact that he appropriated skate culture. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm a skateboarding graffiti artist. He's like, oh. And then he has this skateboarding clothing line, Team Breezy, I think. And he was like, check it out. New Team Breezy windbreakers available now. And I tweeted back at him. I was like, are they extra easy to clean girlfriend blood out of? And like that, I was blocked. And it was kind of a proud moment. Anywho.
I'll ask him about that if I get him cornered.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, what is going on in the world?
Kim Kardashian tweeted that she and Kanye have not revealed the sex of their baby, despite rumors it's a boy.
And she won't be revealing anything until she sees the script. Go on.
I don't even understand. Ed Sheeran says rapping along to Eminem helped him get rid of his stutter.
I heard that too. Left him with an even bigger problem, though. All the black kids wanting to beat his ass. Continue, please.
Hillary Clinton launched her Instagram account yesterday with a pic of red, white, and blue pantsuits hanging on a rack.
And here's hoping that that's the only rack we ever see from Hillary on Instagram. That would be unpleasant.
I'm sure she's going to hire super hot assistants, though. Imagine Hillary's press secretary. Some smoking hottie in a blue dress. Probably not.
Yeah, maybe not. Some slightly portly. Slightly portly, stained, dressed, wide, doe-eyed. Do you think that Monica Lewinsky is the most famous person in the world? I do. I think Monica Lewinsky is the most well-known person on the face of the planet. And there's nothing, unlike everybody else, there's nothing she can do with that fame.
She wrote a book, didn't she?
Yeah, did she? I don't know.
I think she just cashed in recently on that. It's called The Dress in German. Mein Dress.
Mein Dress.
What are you debating things you can and can't say right now?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if she had, I don't know. She had a shot at a glittering career. Unfortunately, she blew it. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Speaking to a group of business owners yesterday, Chris Christie bragged about his success in winning over Latinos.
Yeah. He was like, he's all proud of his success in terms of getting the Latino vote potentially. Chris Christie has bragged about his success in winning over Latinos, and I think that just no one had the heart to tell him that making daily late night trips to a Taco Bell, not the same thing. It doesn't count. Go on.
Ordered the number dos every day. The largest stadium in the world is in North Korea.
Yeah. Holds 150,000 people. And once a month, it is filled to capacity so Kim Jong-un can stand in the round and recite his favorite lines from Police Academy movies, being the lover of American culture that he is. Kindly go on. I'm waiting for the coffee to kick in.
Me too. A California woman pepper sprayed a Del Taco manager because he messed up her burrito.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, God. Here's the thing. It's completely ridiculous and the sign of an awful human being to do something like that. But I relate to it so much. So much. It goes back to the onion thing.
Yeah, no onions, please. Is there onions
no
on
onions,
this?
Please.
There is onions on this. You told me 3 times there wasn't.
Yeah. No onions. So extra onions. No. I worry because I think if you say onion, then they're just going to hear onion and do with that what they will. And they'll be like, what goes on this one? I don't know, but he definitely said something about onions, and then pile them on. And I kind of feel like you'd be better off just picking out your own onions. But that whole desire to pepper spray someone in the face for getting your burrito order wrong, I 100% am with that. I understand it. I know that it's not a reasonable thing to do as a human being, but I get where it comes from. That said, I've usually had a good experience when I've been to a Del Taco. The only thing Del Taco has ever really screwed up for me would be my colon.
A transcript of the night is here. I have it. It said, "Now, who ordered hot or mild now?" No, it's written in another language, so I translated myself.
Usually when a Del Taco employee has tears, it's because, well, they work at Del Taco. Go on.
A Scottish man says he found Jesus in an IKEA restroom.
Yeah. I don't know. There's lots. I really don't like to mess with anybody's sense of spirituality and what they believe in, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Spirituality, religion, in whatever form it takes, is such a powerful and valuable thing to so many people, and who am I to get in the way of that? You might be one of those people that thinks Jesus will come back to us. You might be one of those people who thinks he walks among us again. And on the surface of things, well, I don't question that. I do question this, though. Scottish man saying that he found Jesus in an IKEA restroom. I guess, though, it sort of makes sense. I mean, you got to think about it. Jesus was a carpenter, so maybe he can actually figure out how to put together a bookshelf without one of those tiny effing wrenches. Amen.
USA Headline News. I'm Kelly Sloan. A flash flood warning has been issued for 7 counties in southeastern Texas as the remnants from Tropical Storm Bill make their way inland.
A lot of those areas have saw some of their heaviest rainfall they've ever experienced for May. So the ground's pretty saturated across much of the region there, and we expect anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, maybe a little bit more.
That was meteorologist Bruce Sullivan from the National Weather Service. The chairman of a House panel investigating the deadly attacks in Benghazi says a longtime confidant of Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Rodham Clinton didn't write any of the numerous memos he forwarded to Clinton while she served as Secretary of State.
He's not the author of a single one of those memos. He was passing on information authored by someone else, and he has no idea about the credibility or reliability of any of the sources.
That was South Carolina Congressman Trey Gowdy. This is USA Headline News.
Everyone knows the proper way to start your day is with a long, hot, luxurious shower. That's why we've created ProperSoap.com. We're called Proper because we're properly pure and natural, with no parabens, dyes, or harsh chemicals. 100% pure vegetable soap. We use rich shea butter and olive oil to moisturize naturally. And best of all, we think it's proper to give back. So when you shop ProperSoap.com, you're funding clean water and sanitation programs in villages across the globe. Shop ProperSoap.com and get proper.
For the first time, America's behavior expert Scott Farrell is offering you the Marriage Matrix. The system used for years to help save marriages is now available to you. The Marriage Matrix can save you expense, personal embarrassment, and maybe even save your marriage.
I'm America's behavior expert Scott Farrell. If you really want a shot at saving your marriage, get the Marriage Matrix today, and together, let's do this.
Call now, 844-HELP-US-0. That's 844-HELP-US-0. Or visit ismymarriageworthit.com. It's trending.
In Game 6 of the NBA Finals, the Warriors beat the Cavaliers 105-97 in Cleveland. Golden State wraps up the series 4-2. They win their fourth NBA title in their franchise's history, but their first since 1975. Draymond Green had a triple-double. Steph Curry had 25 points. And Andre Iguodala was named the Finals MVP. He also had 25 points for first-year head coach Steve Kerr.
You could make an argument that it could have gone to Steph, it could have gone to LeBron. But for us, it's really fitting that the award went to Andre because he sacrificed his starting role from the first game of the season. He had never come off the bench once in his entire career. That set the tone for our whole season.
Soccer at the Women's World Cup. USA shut out Nigeria 1-0. USA wins Group D. They advance to the round of 16. In baseball games of note, the Orioles beat up on the Phillies 19-3. Baltimore hit 8 home runs. Brock Holt hit for the cycle for Boston Red Sox over the Braves 9-4. I'm Eddie Garcia.
We are iHeartRadio puts the spotlight on Jim Morrison.
The Doors retreated to the studio, where they sounded musically rejuvenated on the hard-rocking Morrison Hotel in 1970 and 1971's L.A. Woman.
Are you a lucky little lady in the city of light? Or did you know the lost angel? City of night, city of night, city of night, city of night.
Supporting tours were marked by continued police harassment, and afterwards, a depressed Morrison left the country with his wife Pamela, eventually settling in Paris to unwind and write poetry.
Until the end, until the end, until the end.
Without the support of his bandmates, Morrison spiraled irrevocably out of control, and he was found dead in his bathtub on July 3rd, 1971, the victim of an apparent heart attack. He was only 27 years old.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Doors coming up. iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with Mike Rutherford to discuss the art of songwriting.
I've learned one thing over the years is that actually you can't control it. You can't force it, you can't analyze it, you can't worry about it. You just go and have a good time and mess around, and then something comes along and you grab it. You know, it's something intangible, and if you try and make a program how to do it and do it better, you get lost. So it's like a free-form thing, which you can't control. You just let it ride or not ride. And if it's not working, then you just have a break. That's what I've learned.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Mike Rutherford and all your favorite artists.
Go ahead, favorite the show, and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
All right, Funkhouser, let's roll through the news, and then we will... Sorry, just got a tweet from Roy Shelton, who is listening to the show. You know, we were talking about the guy who discovered Jesus in a Scottish IKEA restroom. Mm-hmm. He offered the sage advice saying, if you're pushing so hard in the bathroom that you see Jesus, you're pushing too hard. Might want to get that checked out. Well played, Roy. Very, very well played. Go on.
New iPhones and iPads will have an app that tracks your sex life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to improve your sex life. It's supposed to let you know when you should be getting busy, when you're likely to get busy, what you can do to improve your level, all the above. This is what new iPhones